that the YMCA was having an adaptive sports expo at their TownLake Y. So we had to go down there and check it out. They've got all kind of special needs adaptive programs. We just followed the green arrows to Julie, and she told us about the event. Julie, it's good to see you here today at the Sports Expo. Tell us, what's going on today?
So this is our Paralympic event. We have it every year, and we do it at the YMCA to showcase opportunities for people with disabilities. So we have various vendors that help individuals with disabilities. We have adaptive sports going on, basketball. We have representatives from the rugby team, and it's just a friendly time for people to get together.
Fantastic. So what programs does the YMCA have on a regular basis?
On a regular basis at the Y, we have adaptive sports, pretty much wheelchair basketball. The team practices here. We also have a program where we put able-bodied kids in sports wheelchairs and teach them to play basketball for sort of a sensory experience. At the Oak Hill Y, we have Camp in Motion, and they have a lot of activities primarily for children with cerebral palsy. But the Y is open to all, so anyone who wanted to just come and exercise could exercise. We have adaptive weight equipment, we have lifts in the pool. Everybody's welcome here.
Sounds super. Thank you so much, Julie. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're here talking with Daniel and Emily with Texas Stampede. Daniel, tell us, what is Texas Stampede all about?
Sure. Yeah, Texas Stampede is Austin's club wheelchair rugby team. So this is a sport called wheelchair rugby or quad rugby, previously known as murder ball. It's a full contact wheelchair sport that's really only for folks with quadriplegia or 3 or more impaired limbs. So the Austin team's been around for quite a while. We typically finish top 5 in the nation. We have a pretty competitive club team. Part of the reason behind that is our coach is the coach of Team USA. So folks actually travel to Austin to play for this guy with the hopes and expectations of maybe one day making the team.
Is that Gumby?
That would be, yes, James Gumbert, yeah. Known as Gumby.
Yeah, Dave and I interviewed Gumby before, but now, Daniel, is it only guys on the team, or can Emily play? Or
no, it's absolutely a co-ed sport, and Emily's actually, when she's on the court, she's usually the best athlete we have. So we're lucky to have her. There's how many females in the league?
There's about 50 women who play in the United States compared to about 100 guys. So definitely still a minority.
So 15 to 100? 50. Okay.
Wow, fantastic. Now, if somebody wants more information on your organization or wants to get involved, how would they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have a Facebook page. Fear the Steer, or Texas Stampede, I should say. And then our website is fearthesteer.com. So those would be the 2 best ways. You can connect with us either through Facebook, or there's contact info on the website as well. And we're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for potential athletes. So we're always just looking to grow and get more people involved.
Fantastic. Daniel, thank you much. Appreciate it. Well, I met Rachel here at the YMCA. Rachel, what are you doing here? What's all this about?
Well, I work for Connect Hearing, so I get to help people hear every day. I do hearing testing, and I fit people with hearing aids at, all of our clinics around here in the Austin area.
Well, super. I see you've got some products here on your table. What are your products here, and how would they help people?
Well, depending on your type of hearing loss, sometimes it requires a medical referral, but a lot of times we can help with hearing aids. And hearing aids come in a lot of different sizes and shapes, and these are just some of the ones that we have. it always helps to see what they look like. They're not quite as big as these ears, I promise.
So it used to be years ago, the hearing aids were pretty big, like you say. Now they've got down quite small. Do you need a prescription to get a hearing aid?
Not typically. Some insurance plans do require a prescription, but generally what happens is we start with a hearing test. So if you haven't had your hearing tested in the last 10 years, it's time to start with that hearing test. All of our hearing tests are free at all of our clinics around the whole nation, honestly. And then we figure out what the best solution is to the problem, if you have any at all. So typically the answer is hearing aids, but not always.
So Rachel, if people want to get a hold of you or your company, what's the best way?
Well, the best way is to search for us online at connecthearing.com, or you can find us on our Facebook page at connecthearing.com. Mine is specifically connecthearing.com/bcave, as in the street or the city. Or you can hashtag connecthearingaustin.
Well, did you hear that, folks? Plenty of choices. Rachel is here to help. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you so much. Hey, have a good afternoon. All right. So also, if you'd like to contact me, or if you have any questions about your hearing or hearing loss, or, well, even earwax, you can send me an email at Rachel.Allen at connecthearing.com. That's spelled RACHEL.Allen, ALLEN, at connecthearing.com. Thank you so much. I had a blast doing that.
We got to wandering around and watched a little bit of the wheelchair basketball going on. As you can see, the cambers of the wheels are pushed out at the bottom and close together at the top. This way they don't fall over when they make hard turns. There's a lot of rules involved in this game, and it can be pretty challenging. Hey, I just met Tony here. He's telling us about the Texas Rowing for All program. Tony, tell us about that.
All right, so hi, I'm Tony Kuhn. I'm with Texas Rowing for All. We provide adaptive rowing and paddling classes for people with disabilities here in Central Texas. We have different programs for people with visual impairments, people with intellectual disabilities, people with physical disabilities, and adaptive equipment that helps accommodate anyone's disability and make rowing a successful sport for them to learn.
What about me, Tony? I'm a quad. Do you have some kind of program for me?
So we've had a couple quads come out and learn how to row. Obviously the fixed seat is something that you would use, and then we've got active hands that your hands would help, strap into the oars and then be able to learn how to row from there. We've got different equipment that we can work really in a safe environment where you're on the water, but there's no way that your boat would ever tip, or our coaches could be on the boat with you, helping you learn how to do it as we're going.
All right, let's say I want to get involved. Where exactly do I go to launch? Where do you launch the boat?
So we launch the boats at the Texas Rowing Center, right behind Austin High School. If anyone would ever be interested in learning how to row, what you do is go to our website at texasrowingforall.org, or email me personally at tony@texasrowingcenter.com. And I would help accommodate what we're trying to do, a time that works for you, and set you up with the right adaptive coach to get you set up and get you going.
Well, you remember the Gene and Dave show was down at the Texas Rowing Center before, and we liked the way they launched the boats. Dave got into one of the kayaks there, and they just pushed it off the dock and into the water. It was pretty smooth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We do. We're able to get you out there pretty quick and pretty painlessly. Especially on kayaks or paddle boards or canoes. We've got plenty of groups that come out there and do the paddling with us every week. So it's a great time seeing all those kids, adults, anyone with a disability out there learning how to row and paddle.
So, Tony, Dave and I have been out to the Texas Rowing Center and also at the Camacho Center. How are your two programs similar? How are they different?
Well, we both offer adaptive rowing, which is, the main focus of our programs, and we want to get as many people out there learning how to row as possible. But one of the biggest programs that Texas Rowing for All has is our adaptive summer camps. And over the course of the summer, this past summer we did 6 camps teaching people how to kayak, canoe, paddleboard. We do some hiking on the hike and bike trail right on the rowing center. So this summer we served about 75 kids with different disabilities, some on the autism spectrum, some with Down syndrome, some with visual impairments, and we give them a week-long camp experience, 5 days a week, 3 hours per day, and make it an outing for them, and a way for them to learn something new and something that they want to really try out and learn to see if they like it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And the kids really need to be outdoors.
Absolutely. So a lot of our programs that we've turned them coming from our camps, and then they email me or I email them and they want to come out for other events. And this past weekend we had a group of 7 of our campers come out and try out our new rowing barge as a group, because we thought, you might want to learn how to row. Their parents seemed interested, and the kids loved it. So it's all about building blocks and learning how to, hey, well, let's get them on the water. Let's teach them how to kayak, and then say, okay, you kayak. Now, do you want to try rowing? And it's a progression that we've done, and I think the kids are really enjoying it.
Well, and it's lessons about life, too. You start off with baby steps, you learn to walk, and then you run. So you've got to build on experiences.
Absolutely.
Great things to learn. So, Dave, me and you, Dave, paddleboarding down at the Texas Rowing for All. Thanks, Tony.
Of course.
Hi, I'm Hannah Friesen. I'm an occupational therapist who works for Rehab Without Walls, and these are my coworkers. Leah, she's a rec therapist, and Erica, she's a PT. And we provide services for people who've had a neurological injury in their homes, and we focus on getting people back into the community. So that's Rehab Without Walls in a nutshell. You can go to Rehab Without Walls, is it rescare.com? Rehabwithoutwalls.com and find out more information. Yeah, that's probably the best place to go.
We went walking around the Y to look at the various exhibits, talk to the vendors, and we came across this table that had all these drawings as if out of a coloring book. So kids, or even adults, I suppose, could draw in these coloring books all the adaptive scenes, people in wheelchairs enjoying sports. That was really nice to see. Well, look who we ran into. It's Jeff from Easter Seals. Now, Jeff works at one of the best kept secrets in Austin, the Easter Seals. What do you call it, Jeff?
It is called the Life Center at Easter Seals, Central Texas. Yes. The 2 programs I work with are our Fitability program, which is essentially a gym where all the exercise equipment is set up for handicapped and disabled folks. And then we also have our Spinal and Neuro Recovery program, which is a program where people that have suffered a spinal injury can come and one-on-one work with a personal trainer to try to help recover as much function as possible.
Yeah, I just call it the wheelchair gym. But either way, if you have a mobility impairment and you're not exercising over there at Easter Seals, you're really missing out. All the equipment is accessible. Jeff and other folks are there to help you get started on a regular program. It's really helped me a lot. It'll help you too. Chet.
Oh, you're welcome. For more information, you can find us on the web, Easter Seals, Central Texas, and there will be a link to the Life Center. Click on that, and you'll find our phone number and more information about our programs. Just give us a call. Chad Steed is my boss, and compadre. The two of us would be more than happy to answer questions and give you a tour and show you around. Thanks for your support, Gene. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Cool.